we have the Liberland Rotary, Veljko Suzić, who is the CEO of W802, an internet service provider delivering wireless and wired internet services in Sombor and surrounding towns and villages. They specialize in wireless networking, Mikrotik, and wired networking. He is also the District 2483 Assistant Governor for 2010 to 2018 at the Rotary Club. Welcome, Veljko Suzić.
Oh, thank you. Hello, everyone. I'm old. Yesterday was Friday 13, and I would like to remember a guy who was one of, let's say, leaders of very huge unicorn of the era, who has some dissatisfied customers. And it added a little bit unpleasant for him, and he's a little bit desperate. Second guy I would like to mention is Yui Iyiri. I hope that pronunciation is correct, who in 1981 published Momentum Accounting and Triple Entry Bookkeeping. That was a real milestone in 5,000 years of bookkeeping. And I think that many of you will understand the importance of that. And he is very pleased because he was youngest accountant ever in Japan at 21, certified. So, somewhere between, at the beginning of the 20th century, 4 people met to have some fun. One attorney, one coal dealer, one mining engineer, and one tailor, merchant tailor. They met to enjoy a little bit of conversation and have a pretty good idea to broaden the business connections for themselves. They started to meet regularly every week, going from one place to the other. And that was officially first meeting of Rotary ever, 23rd of February. So some numbers today. We have 1.2 million in something more than 35,000 clubs over the world. You can see the distribution of the members. Our motto is evolved almost from the beginning. They decided that just having some fun and having good business between themselves is not enough. They want to do some service to the community. And this is real motto for 113 years now. We have objects which remind us to be very ethical in what we are doing for our living, and to try to incorporate ethics and high standards in every part of our life. And we have a 4-way test. Please look at 1, 2, and 4. Probably that would be something to think about. It connects with something that was said here. And we have a strategic plan. Every large organization has one. It's based mainly on fellowship, high expertise, and willing to service the community. We have some avenues of service. To govern the big entity, you have to have some organization. We have club service dealing with club proceedings, vocational services, which is actually prizing and promoting different professions. Community service trying to help communities, international, more or less same, but on international level, and youth service because like 20 or 30 years ago, we have seen the importance of young generations. We are, as you have seen, 1.2 million of volunteers, more or less. And we do many things differently. Structure of the Rotary Club is based on high-level professionals from professions that not overlap. So they are forcing actually us to connect different expertise and produce some new results. Therefore, we think differently. When we sit and discuss some things, we are pretty inventive at solving it. We have 6 areas of focus. They are more or less known as anyone's priorities, any service organizations. But we are pretty proud at transparency of our funding. This is per 1 year. More or less every year it's the same. Look at this 5%, little slice, that's administration. Usually we are cheapest organization in the world looking in percentage concerning the efficiency of proceedings. That's United Nations. We have Rotary Day, which is, let's say, pretty easy to have because 2/3 of people who established United Nations were Rotarians. Remaining third are from the countries that were not allowing Rotary to work in them. We have office at United Nations, and we are dealing with many organizations. America is in Chicago, our cradle of Rotary, so we are very good with the United States. We have some dedicated organizations which emerged from us. It's Shelter Box, Hunger Plus, Gift of Life, Rotary Doctor Bank, and they are very efficient in crisis. We spent 1.2 billion since end of the Second World War, and in total something about 3 billion on service projects. And our scholarship foundation is largest privately funded scholarship program in the world. In cooperation with World Health, UNICEF, US Center of Disease Control, Prevention, in last 35 years we have saved let's say, almost 2 million people who will be having poliomyelitis. Now it's almost extinct. We need a couple of years more to have it absolutely out of the planet Earth. Disaster response have been seen even in this area with Shelter Box. Very quick, very efficient during 2014 floods. So, if there is some emergency, we go to some steps immediate, trying to help people on the spot as soon as we can. Next one is short term, to help them start taking some air and rest. And after that, we go with grants, trying to make sustainable economy. So our partners are, let's say, Gates Foundation, government agencies from US, United Nations, and most of United Nations agencies dealing with the food and the others. Some numbers again, that's per year. Millions of hours volunteering and tens of thousands of projects. So areas of focus. we are trying to promote peace because of those not pleasant numbers on the side. We are trying to do something about medical provisions because of that numbers. We are trying to provide clean water and sanitation because there is problem on the world level with that. We are trying to help mothers and children. That's daily figure. 800 pregnant women dies every day because of causes that are curable. We support education. That's very important for us. And we support local growing economies. So we are doing that through Rotary Foundation, actually, which is a separate controlled entity. And this is like 100 years ago, first conversion of Rotary Foundation. Ladies are just present here. At that time, it's purely male organization. From 1980s, women are very welcome to be the members. So we are making a difference in the world, and as I said, we are a little bit old, and we have some future plans. We need some disruptive, inventive ideas and activities in Rotary. So in cooperation with WIT, on idea of some Liberland citizens, we decided to form Rotary Club Liberland. That club is pretty special. I must say it's unique. It's one of the kind in the world. Not because it will meet online, that's pretty usual. It's because it has open field. We are invited by the governor's permission to prove that technologies that you are familiar with can help and prove more efficient in doing good in communities through the world. So that's Rotary Club Liberland, one and only in the world. So please, we'll have a workshop a little later. Anyone who will like to help, all of you, possibly, please come and talk with me, and here is secretary of the club, and apply for the membership. You are the new force which can prove that those technologies in old framework are better, more efficient. You are the future. Thank you.